to all my dear children and viewers. So today in this video we are going to learn article writing. What is this article? And how to write an article is the biggest question and problem generally you all face. So today in this video I would explain you in brief what is this article writing and how you must write an article. An article is a piece of writing usually intended for publication in a newspaper or a magazine. It is written for a wide audience, so it should be written in an interesting manner so as to hold the reader's attention. It may include descriptions, quotations, and even amusing stories. It should give opinions, thoughts, and facts. Basically, you might have seen articles in the newspaper, my dear children, that is published there in a column, where a writer gives his opinion about certain issues, about certain topic or the recent topic you may say. So how they prepare an article, how article is written, it should be interesting, the heading must be captivating, and what points you must keep in mind, what facts you must keep in mind before writing an article. So before writing the article, it is important to consider the following facts. First, where is the article going to appear? Fine. Who are the intended readers? You must keep in mind your target audience. Fine, like children are going to read your article, whether it is meant for children, whether it is meant for teenagers, or it is meant for general public, and accordingly you are going to pen down your thoughts and opinions or point of view. Now, what is the aim of the article that you are writing is a very important question. It should move in a logical order. You must not deviate from the point or the central idea or the theme, you can say. Next, what should be the style? The style must be very simple, the language must be very simple, and it should be precise. As I told you, it must be very simple, my dear children, and the level of the article should be kept in mind, like your target audience, for whom you are writing an article, whether you are writing an article for children, whether you are writing it for teenagers or for general public, that must be kept in your mind before writing an articles. So ideas should be carefully organized into paragraphs that I'll explain you in the later slide. Like how you are going to organize your idea in a logical order. It must be in a logical order. How you must start with the introductory paragraph, and then again you are going to move on to the main idea where you are going to elaborate your point likewise, and then the conclusion. So how you are going to write that, I am going to deal everything in detail, my dear children. So need not worry. Next, appropriate vocabulary. As I told you, it must be formal, means not too formal, because sometimes you need to describe describe the situation, your personal situation where you have been into, and you can describe the situation but not about yourself in article writing. So that you must keep in mind. So appropriate vocabulary and language should be used while writing an article. It should not be too informal or too formal. So that thing you must keep in mind. So let's move on to our next slide and let's explore more about article writing. Now, tips to write an effective article. How you are going to, what all points you must keep in mind. And like which tense you can use in article writing. These are the basic questions that children often face problems. So I'm going to deal with all these things, all the problems that you face while writing an article. So first tip, heading. So first letter of every word must be capital letter. This you must keep in mind. It must be in capital letter, and heading should not it should be written in 2 to 5 words. That is more than sufficient, my dear children. For example, you can just see here, pollution a menace. So P is capital over here, and then A, and then again M. So what is this? PAM. So this is your initial letter. So initial letters must be in capital. This you must keep in mind, and it should be very eye-catching. Okay, heading should be very eye-catching, because once you know the reader gets a glimpse of, or they see the heading, they automatically come to know like what is there in the content, and that makes them desperate enough to read the article. So this must again be kept in mind, that it should be eye-catching and it should be very concise. Okay, it should not be written as a sentence. It shouldn't be a long sentence. Rather, what it should be the heading must be written in 2 to 5 words. That is more than sufficient. Then it should give a crisp idea. And whatever you write, you know, suppose you are writing on pollution, okay, so you cannot mention over there climate change, right? So it should be related to the topic what you are writing. It should give you the crisp idea about the theme or the topic on which you are going to write. I hope these points are clear to you. Next is your byline. And it's a very important part of article writing. When you write an article, byline is very important. And remember, my dear children, heading, byline, okay, this is included in the format, and then again it consists of marks. So you cannot bear to lose marks. Okay, even if it consists of 1 marks or 2 marks, you must know where to write the heading in the middle of the page, and then where you must write byline, and byline is very important. Okay, fine. So it is essential, and name of the writer must be there. And in case if the name is not mentioned in the question paper, as I told you, in all the cases you are simply going to mention ABC or XYZ. Okay, now body. When it comes to body, how to start the body? It depends on what you are writing about. Okay, your topic. Okay, as I told you, it must, whatever you write, it must be in logical order, and then it must be related to the topic sentence. Fine, must be related to the topic sentence. Whatever is your topic must not deviate from the topic. Otherwise, no use of just writing your opinions. Fine, and then writing about facts. If you deviate, if it is not in logical order, if you deviate from the point, no use of writing an article then, and it's all going to be written in and disorganized way, and would not sound good to the readers. So next is your there's generally a question from the readers that mom, even children, like what tense. So you can use any tense you would like to, okay, but it must be written in third person pronoun. Fine. Generally you see a news article, it is about something that happened yesterday, then you can use past tense over there. Then there are speculative articles about how autonomous, for example, fine, like about how autonomous cars will affect our society. So in that case you can use future tense. So there is no limitation or no foundation like which tense you can use in article. You can use any tenses, whichever tenses you would like to, which is suitable to the situation or the demand of the question. Okay, so for factual, if you are writing a factual article, you can go for present tense, and if you are giving facts as an example, then you can go for present tense. So there is no limitation or there is no foundation as such, like you have to use the specific tenses while writing article. Fine, and it should be written in third person pronoun. So all the other types of tenses might also occur. So there is no limitation, as I told you, a foundation of using the specific tenses in this case. Fine. So as per the demand of the question and as per the need of the question, you can use different tenses even. Now next, I just given you the detailed description. Okay, and what should be included there in article writing. Like first, as I told you, it should should consist of heading. The heading should be catchy, as I told you, and in not more than 2 to 5 words. Make sure of this. Please do not write the complete sentence. It does not make any sense, my dear children, if you write complete sentence as a heading. Okay, heading should be very impressive. It should be very catchy. It should able to attract the attention of the reader, so that the reader may be very desperate to know what may be next, isn't it? Maybe desperate to read the article after going through the heading. So it gives you the glimpse of like what would be next in detail the main body of the article. Next is your byline. It refers to the name of the person writing the article. It is generally given in the question. If not given, then do not write your personal details. So I have given a note also. You are not supposed to mention any of the personal details while attempting the answers in the exam. So simply write XYZ or ABC. Fine. Next is body. It is the main part of your writing piece. It generally consists of 3 to 4 paragraphs. This is very important, my dear children. This you must keep in mind, that while you write an article, it must be divided into paragraphs. Okay, you cannot continuously move on writing with one line after another, then a paragraph after another. Paragraph means paragraph. It must be, article must be divided into paragraphs, and you know what paragraph is because I have already taught you. Now paragraph 1, what it consists of, or what you should write in, what you should include, what you should write in paragraph 1. It is always prescribed that you begin with short introduction. So this is called, paragraph 1 is called introductory paragraph. Okay, and its meaning to be precise. Okay, very simple language must be used, not too formal, not too informal as well. Okay, so briefly tell what the article is about, giving some quotations. You can start with some quotations, you can start with facts, you can start with questions, you can start by giving facts, data, etc. So many things you can start, and it must be related to the topic. Okay, it must be very captivating so that to arouse the interest of the reader whatever you write. So this was all about paragraph 1. Now let's move on to paragraph 2. What it must include. Okay, what we must write in paragraph 2 and 3. Now this part can be written in either 1 or 2 paragraphs. It means it can be divided into 2 since you are going to elaborate the point. Okay, elaborate the topic sentence now. Okay, by including advantages, disadvantages, merits, isn't it, observation, everything, benefits, isn't it, pros and cons. So you are required to do a complete analysis of the subject matter in question. It may include advantage, disadvantages depending upon the topic in question. Now cause and effect relationship also, like develop the cause and effect relationship by supporting it with facts or data, as I told you. You may also write the consequences. So here you can divide it into sub paragraphs. Okay, as I told you, or simply you can move from first paragraph to the second, describing the causes, advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons, merits if it is there, demerits as well. Okay, relevant to the topic what is given to you. Fine, my dear children. Then moving on to the last paragraph. The last paragraph may be paragraph 3 or paragraph 4 in case paragraph 4 in case you have divided it into second paragraph into 2 subparts. Fine. Now the last paragraph would be your conclusion. What you must include in conclusion is very, very important. Okay, because you cannot leave it open-ended. Okay, and then again it is to be remembered that wherever you elaborate a problem, you always have to mention the steps or solution to it. Okay, because for every problem there must be a solution. Fine. So you need to mention the steps that are used to improvise the situation and suggest a few solutions as well. So you are going to mention that. Okay, solution to the problem in conclusion. So prediction and personal problems may be included over there. As I told you, personal problems may be included, but you need not to describe yourself. Okay, in personally in that paragraph. You can describe the situation, okay, that has happened to you. That can be done using third person pronoun. So this paragraph needs to be short and precise. Here also you could add some glitter, okay, to your art piece with some quote. So you can end the paragraph again with a quote, okay, or a pledge or assurance, okay, giving solution to your problem. So this is how you are going to move ahead with article writing. So it must be divided into paragraphs, 3 to 4 paragraphs. As I told you, paragraph 1 is your introductory paragraph. Then you have paragraph 2, which may be subdivided, okay, subdivided, where you're going to mention the advantage, disadvantage, merits, demerits, pros and cons, cause and effects, okay, according to the relevancy of the questions, like whatever the question demands from you. Now next is your last paragraph, where you're going to give the solution, okay, very genuine solution to the problem, and then you can just add quote again, okay. Then promises and pledge, all those things can be warnings, okay, appeal, request for the problems. Fine. that you find in the in your article. Okay, so that according to the question you are going to provide all these things. So here I have provided you with a question. The question is, by 2050 India will be amongst the countries which will face acute water shortage. You are highly alarmed and terrified of the future world without water. So write an article on safe water. Are we doing enough? So this is the heading provided to you for the local daily in 150 to 200 words. Fine. So you can start, like you're going to start with heading. Give a proper heading, and as I told you, it must be very catchy and very interesting. Since it is given, you can use that heading, but better frame your own headings and write down here. And as I told you, that heading must begin with initial letter must be capital, and all the initial letters must be capital. As you can see in this case, safe water, S is capital, W is capital, A is capital, W again, D, E, and then after that we are going to write byline. Okay, just below that you are going to write byline, and in question if it is not mentioned, the name of the writer is not mentioned, you are not going to use that, rather you can use XYZ, okay, or ABC. Fine. Now begin with paragraph 1. Okay, so how you are going to begin with paragraph 1? As I told you, the introductory paragraph or the introduction may include thought-provoking lines, quotes, proverb, questions, startling facts, etc. Here in this case it is fact and observation. Fine. So many people are living with less water than they need, whereas in the world most prosperous cities are in its bountiful agriculture heartlands. Droughts have also become more frequent, more severe, and affecting more people. So these are the facts and these are the data. You know, these data also you can include. Okay, based on facts and observation, the introductory paragraph has been written. Now after that, let's start with the paragraph 2. Okay, as I told you, paragraph 2 may be divided into sub-paragraphs, and article writing is always written in 3 to 4 paragraphs. Fine, my dear children. Now merits and demerits, advantage and disadvantages, causes and effects is explained in the main idea or the elaboration point. Okay. So main body of the paragraph. So water is a precious gift of God on earth. Life exists on earth because of the availability of water. Itself being tasteless, odorless and colorless, it adds taste. So benefits. Okay, as I told you, advantage, disadvantage, merits, demerits is added, can be added, okay, in the main body. Now moving on to the third paragraph. Here are different methods we can follow to save clean drinking, your point of view. Okay, and then again what steps you can take. Okay, so rainwater harvesting is one of the most effective and suitable method among safe water technique. Fine. Now conclusion, as I told you, both the paragraphs includes. You can start here. You can give conclusion. Okay, conclusion may include your viewpoint, your comments, your criticism, your recommendation, appeal, warning, request. Quotes can also be added at the end in order to add glitter. Okay, there should be no open-ended sentences at the end of the in the concluding part of the paragraph. Fine. So at last, as you can see, solutions are provided, various techniques are provided, okay, for the problem caused due to acute water shortage. So afforestation is also a good method as it reduces surface runoff and recharges the groundwater. It promotes underground water conservation. By practicing such methods, we can conserve more water naturally and ensure the availability of it for future generation. We should take a pledge and make it a lifelong motto to preserve water, because, so as I told you, request, fine, warning, quotes can also be added in order to add glitter and end the concluding point. Okay, concluding sentence of the concluding paragraph. So if you conserve water, it means you conserve life. So you need to make the paragraph end and the beginning very attractive and catchy. Okay, and as I told you, concluding paragraph must not be open-ended. Okay, and paragraph 1, it must be related to the topic, the main topic sentence, that is safe water, are we doing enough, and should not proceed more than 2 to 5 words. The heading must be very concise, very small. The language must be formal but not too formal. It should be very simple, very precise. Okay, keep all these things in your mind, and it's not that tough, my dear children. Once you practice it, you will be able to write good article. So thank you. Hope you have understood the tips and tricks of writing article. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Stay home.